Justice League star Ray Fisher slams Walter Hamada, the head of Warner Brothers Films. Cyborg actor will not participate in any films associated with the DC boss. Yep, Ray Fisher's done it again. He's captured everyone's imagination and attention as the actor portraying Cyborg, but now he's really mad, and he doesn't seem to want to be in any more DC films. Well, I'm sure he's got better things to do. This is again coming from Deadline. Justice League actor Ray Fisher will not let down his bullhorn in his ire against Warner Brothers, in particular DC Films president Walter Hamada. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications. There's much more to come. I thought this story would be over a year ago. It never seems to stop. The Cyborg actor who had Warner Media dive into investigations about the alleged misconduct of Joss Whedon during the reshoots of Justice League tweets today, quote, Walter Hamada is the most dangerous kind of enabler. His lies and his Warner Brothers PR-failed September 4th hit piece sought to undermine the very real issues of the Justice League investigation. I will not participate in any production associated with him. A is greater than E. Art is greater than entertainment. So says the great Ray Fisher. If you know Ray Fisher's robot portrayal of Cyborg, then you know what type of a creative genius he is. So let's see what else is going on in this article. On the evening of December 11th, Warner Media released a vague, glib statement that their investigation connected to Justice League has concluded and remedial action has been taken. No other details were provided. But even Warner Brothers motion picture executives at the time were unaware of the decision coming down. In regards to that, Fisher is involved with, as far as DC goes, the actor reprised his role as Cyborg in extra shoots of Zack Snyder's Justice League 10-episode cut, which is hitting HBO Max next year. Should be successful. Are you looking forward to that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of looking forward to it. The actor also participated in the DC Fandome panel for the feature recut. Fisher, per Warner Brothers, was in talks to return as Cyborg in the upcoming DC feature The Flash. It sounds like that's not happening unless they beg Ray Fisher for forgiveness. Maybe they could give him $20 million. Fisher's firestorm against Warner Media began on July 1st when he tweeted, Joss Whedon's on-the-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. He was enabled in many ways by Jeff Johns and John Berg. Accountability is greater than entertainment. Okay, that's what he means by that. On the evening of Friday of Labor Day weekend, Warner Media dropped a lengthy statement, which is not typical for the studio to do in crisis situations, firing back at Fisher saying, quote, in July, Ray Fisher's representatives asked DC Films president Walter Hamada to talk to Mr. Fisher about his concerns during the production of Justice League. The two had previously spoken when Mr. Hamada asked him to reprise his role as Cyborg in Warner Brothers' upcoming Flash movie, together with the other members of Justice League. So now they're going to have another guy wear this robot costume. Okay. I mean, you would think they kind of could, right? I don't know. I would think so. In their July conversation, Mr. Fisher recounted disagreements he'd had with the film's creative team regarding the portrayal of Cyborg. So only he knows how to play Cyborg. And complained that his suggested script revisions were not adopted. So he wanted to change the script revisions, change the script to be more cyborgy, and they didn't really see his way. Mr. Hamada explained that creative differences are a normal part of the production process, and that a film's writer-director ultimately has to be in charge of these matters. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. You would think that the film's director would be in charge of those creative decisions, because if not, then how could you have 8 or 9 actors in a film and allow whoever's the most robot-ish to make the creative decisions for the film? You kind of can't have productive chaos there. You got to be able to get the movie done. Notably, Mr. Hamada also told Mr. Fisher that he would elevate his concerns to Warner Media so they could conduct an investigation. At no time did Mr. Hamada ever throw anyone under any buses, supposedly, as Mr. Fisher has falsely claimed, or render any judgments about the Justice League production in which Mr. Hamada had no involvement, since filming, not my fault, since filming occurred before Mr. Hamada was elevated to his current position as head of Warner Media Films. While Mr. Fisher never alleged any actionable misconduct against him, Warner Media nonetheless initiated an investigation into the concerns he'd raised about his character's portrayal. It's not like he created Cyborg. Okay, still not satisfied. Mr. Fisher insisted that Warner Media hired an independent third-party investigator. This investigator has attempted multiple times to meet with Mr. Fisher to discuss his concerns, but to date, Mr. Fisher has declined to speak with the investigator. Warner Brothers remains committed to accountability and the well-being of every cast and crew member on each of its productions. It also remains committed to investigating any specific and credible allegations of misconduct, which thus far Mr. Fisher has failed to provide. In a subsequent Forbes interview in October, Fisher indicated that racial issues played a part in the decisions that led to his claimed mistreatment on the set of Justice League. Justice League stars such as Aquaman's Jason Momoa sided with Fisher's crusade on social media. I wonder if Jason Momoa knows what the accusations actually are. Against the studio, as the actor called for an investigation. Wonder Woman star and fellow Justice League actress Gal Gadot also told Los Angeles Times that she didn't shoot with Fisher, but she had her own experience with Whedon, which wasn't the best one. But she took care of it there and then when it happened. I took it to the higher-ups, and they took care of it. But I'm happy for Ray to go up and say his truth. Yes, we all want Ray to say his truth. Deadline's going to update us if Warner Media releases a new statement today in regards to Fisher's latest statement attacking Hamada. Because, once he's taken out Joss Whedon, why not take out Walter Hamada? Walter Hamada is the only one over there, making them money anymore. He made money with them for Aquaman and for the first Wonder Woman. Walter Hamada is the most dangerous kind of enabler. This is what Ray Fisher said. His lies and Warner Brothers PR failed. September 4th, a hit piece sought to undermine the very real issues of the Justice League investigation. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This has gone very far. It's really gone too far. Hamada really now has an argument where he could say, listen, we can't work with this Ray Fisher guy. He can be a cyborg for someone else. He can be a cyborg at home if that's what he wants to do. But we certainly can't work with him professionally. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments below. Is this the last we've heard from Ray Fisher in regards to him being a robot? Let's find out. Also, if you want to support my projects, I have this great new comic called The Mermaids. And The Mermaids is an epic mermaid fantasy. It's a whole world of mermaids, and it focuses on this one mermaid, but there's 30 of them. The Mermaids is one mermaid's journey from simple teacher to unbeatable warrior. Jonna thought she had nothing left to live for until she discovered a new purpose, revenge. And we see her go from just being a teacher to learning how to fight, and she's going to go after one of the mermaid queens. Really a huge full-color project that I've been working on for a couple of years. Finally got it completed. And we have this 100-page making-of book that shows you the full script and the rough layouts of the entire first book. And we also have these incredible character designs in there, as well as another 20-plus character designs by this artist, Jerry Gertrudi, who did a fantastic job on it. And, of course, another 30-plus character descriptions, so you can kind of get an understanding more of what the whole world is about. It's massive. It's really, really massive. So go ahead and check that out at epicmermaids.com. I'm sure you'll be happy with it. That's going to ship in April of 2021. And I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.